A Memphis woman pleaded guilty to submitting hundreds of false reports to state regulators about the cleanliness of wastewater. The U.S. Attorney Office tells the Associated Press that Diane Gordon faces up to 5 years in federal prison for the false reports of documents. Gordon was hired by multiple companies to sample and test stormwater, process water, and wastewater. This was all in accordance with the Clean Water Act permit requirements put in by the city.
The U.S. has issued its first passport with an X-gender designation for people who do not identify as male or female. The State Department did not reveal the identity of the recipient. However, Dana Zim from Fort Collins, Colorado, came forward and told the Associated Press during a phone interview that it was their passport. Zim favors gender-neutral pronouns. They say they have been in a legal battle with the government since 2015 over a passport. Zim believes that the fight for a passport with the X-gender option was a way to help the next generation of intersex people gain recognition as full citizens with rights.
Tennessee veterinarians are reminding horse owners to protect their animals from West Nile virus. The Associated Press states a horse in Weakley County developed the disease and had to be euthanized. A news release from the state agriculture department advises horse owners to work with a vet to determine a vaccine schedule for their horses. West Nile is a mosquito-borne illness. Horses in areas with heavy infestations may need more visits and vaccinations. Owners should eliminate mosquito breeding sites by removing standing water and regularly cleaning water containers. Equine approved mosquito repellents and fan in the horse's stalls are also recommended.
Students at a Kentucky high school have been disciplined after homecoming activities that included male students giving lap dances to girls and staff in Hooters costumes. Hazard High School says in a Facebook post that a man pageant and costume day were held Tuesday. Photos posted on the department's Facebook page show inadequately clothed students dancing on school employees. Other photos show female students in Hooters shirts pretending to carry beer and illustrate people paddling each other. Superintendent Sandra Combs told the Associated Press that a committee will be formed to review future activities, and the staff will be required to undergo further training on the school's policies. Sophia Miller reports on reactions to the event after this short commercial break.
We are told it was part of Homecoming Week celebrations. Tuesday was costume day and there was a man pageant in the gym. These are some of the images receiving the most criticism. They appear to show scantily clad students giving lap dances to faculty and staff. Others showed female students dressed in Hooters costumes, carrying mugs that looked like there was beer in them. And in others, students and staff appear to spank or paddle each other.
It was just really shocking whenever I first saw it, and I almost couldn't wrap my head around it.
Hazard mom Jenna Smith has a family member at the high school and kids in the district. She says the event should have been shut down the moment an adult realized students were undressing.
I think that they should have at that point said, hey, I know this is a joke, but let's stop. This isn't appropriate.
Mom Holly Lane disagrees.
It has been taken completely out of context. There are only photos being shown on the internet, no videos. So the photos don't show the teachers pushing the children off of them.
Lane's sons and his friends participated in the homecoming event. She says pushing the limits and embarrassing teachers is part of the fun.
If everybody is perfect, then I would say, yeah, maybe we need to rethink something. But until somebody can prove that something is going on here, other than just homecoming week and teenagers being teenagers, then I'll support my kids.
The way that I think about it is I think that, yes, the kids should just be kids and they should be allowed to have fun. But is giving a lap dance or witnessing somebody else give an adult lap dance, is that a child appropriate activity? And to me, it is not.
Lane says she doesn't believe a line was crossed.
None of my children have been hurt. None of the teachers have been hurt.
Hazard Independent School Superintendent Sandra Combs says the district is looking into the incident.
The district is investigating the incident, and after the investigation is complete, appropriate action will be taken.
One of the administrators in the pictures is Hazard High School Principal Donald Happy Mobilini. He's also the mayor of Hazard.
I think I finally found.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far. A place that I call home.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna.
It only takes a spark to make a fire start.
Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. And this place that I call home.
Every day.
Millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other
on a deeper level. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Welcome back to APSU-TV News. I'm Claire Zelley with today's Political Corner. Republican politicians in Tennessee are voting to prevent most establishments from simply needing documentation of COVID-19 vaccination for their customers and staff. Despite ongoing resistance from the business community, lawmakers rapidly advanced the bill containing the limits on Thursday, and it might be voted on by the end of next week. The Associated Press reports the Senate's majority Republican leader, Jack Johnson, says the measure would authorize companies such as large venues to require either documentation of COVID-19 immunization or a negative COVID test. Johnson says the proposal is, quote, a roadmap for getting us into the future to get this terrible chapter of our lives behind us, end quote. Former Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam's name is officially on the administration building of the renovated Tennessee State Museum. Governor Bill Lee and other politicians joined the Republicans Wednesday to introduce a plaque recognizing the property as the Bill Haslam Center. The 137,000 square foot museum reopened its new location in October 2018 thanks to state lawmakers' $120 million investment and extra funding from various private donors. A Tennessee politician recently charged with federal financial crimes involving campaign finances is stepping down from his position as head of the Senate Education Committee. Republican Senator Brian Kelsey made the statement Wednesday. A federal prosecutor in Nashville sentenced Kelsey and the owner of Nashville Social Club earlier this month on criminal charges. They face charges of unlawfully withholding a $91,000 transfer during the Republican lawmakers' unsuccessful congressional campaign in 2016. Testimonies claim Kelsey and Nashville Social Club owner Joshua Smith unlawfully and secretly moved Kelsey's State Senate Political Action Committee to Smith's Federal Congressional Campaign Committee. That's all for today's Political Corner. Stay tuned for weather with Emily Waldon.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Welcome back to APSU-TV News. I'm Emily Waldon with your local and national forecast. Let's first take a look at our current national temperatures. In New York, We're in Seattle, we're at 48 degrees. Los Angeles, we're at 78 degrees. Denver, we're at 64 degrees. In Dallas, we're at 66 degrees. In Chicago, we're at 57 degrees. Atlanta, we're at 55 degrees. And New York, we're at 57 degrees. Moving on to the highs today, including in Tennessee, Clarksville's at 57 degrees. Nashville's also at 57 degrees. Memphis is 57 degrees as well. Chattanooga's at 55 degrees. And Knoxville's 56 degrees. For the lows today in Tennessee, Clarksville's at 50 degrees, Nashville's at 52 degrees, Memphis is at 51 degrees, Chattanooga's at 49 degrees, and Knoxville's at 48 degrees. Currently, it is raining outside and it's 56 degrees outside. Winds blowing west at 3 miles per hour. Precipitation is 77%. Tonight, it'll be mostly rainy outside, 50 degrees. Winds blowing west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Precipitation is 89%. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. On Friday, expect to see rain with a high of 57 and a low of 50. Saturday will be AM rain with a high of 57 and a low of 47. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high of 64 and a low of 40. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 60 and a low of 41. And Tuesday will also be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 35. This is all for your local and national weather. APSU-TV News will be right back with sports.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner. Go.
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Good afternoon and welcome back to APSU-TV News. I'm Jahmar Perkins and this is the Spooky Sports Zone. It was a big weekend for our Governor football team as they took down Murray State with a frightening score of 47-6. The run game was key for the Governors as they were led by Brian Sneed with 133 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, and edging right in front of him was Ahmad Tanner with 134 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, which was enough to get himself the OVC Offensive Player of the Week award. I also want to make sure I give credit where it is due, because when you have a rushing game like this, there should always be a group you're honoring. And I call them the trench mob, but others would call them the offensive line. Don't get me wrong, the Governors have terrific running backs, but they can't have a game like that without their O-line performance. Our own Jeff Matthews sat down with head coach Scotty Waldon earlier this week to talk more about the weekend performance.
Jeff Matthews here with head coach Scotty Waldon. Coach, a very fun weekend for you guys in the football program this past weekend. Go ahead and give me some of your thoughts on this game.
Well, Jeff, obviously just an awesome performance by our football team and our coaching staff. I thought that, obviously felt good to get back on the winning side of things 100%. But I'll tell you this, I'm just so fired up and excited about the response to adversity. And that's what we're teaching these guys is life. We're not just teaching them football. And that's something that I know a lot of coaches say and we say in this profession, but that's what we're called to do. And when you go through tough times, that's when you got to stick together. You got to stay to your foundation. You got to stay to code red. You have to stay committed, relentless, unselfish, tough, and you got to be a man of integrity. And I give our staff, I give our kids all the credit in the world because they did that. They stuck with their foundation. They stuck with what they stood for. And instead of things aren't going my way. Let me splinter here. Let me do my own thing. Let me have an act of selfishness. Let me do this. No, they stayed the course and they continued to work. And I've been saying it for 3 weeks on this show, and everybody's talked to me, hey, what's the problem? What's the problem? I'm like, guys, you come to our practices. I mean, we've been stacking great practices on top of each other, great meetings on top of each other, and these kids want to win. These coaches want to win, and our coaching staff and our players, we have a tremendous amount of pride in Austin Peay State University in Clarksville. This is not a place we take lightly. We want to defend it. We want to represent it the right way, and obviously we want to win every game we play. And I'll tell you this, just that response, man, fired me up, and it just epitomizes what we want to be about in this program. And for us to do it in the fashion we did, I thought I was so excited for our kids. I get so fired up when they have success, and man, they earned it. They deserve it. They earn it. And if we just continue to stack intense focus practices and preparation on top of each other, the sky's the limit for this group.
Coach, one of your players that represents this school so well, Ahmad Tanner, being named OVC Offensive Player of the Week. Can you touch on your thoughts around that?
Man, no one more deserving. Like I said, member of our Unity Council, leader on our team, just shows up every day and works and does things the right way. The runs that you saw on game day, for us are really no surprise because he does it in practice. He practices that hard every day. And I mean, he's one of those guys that, he's got a chip on his shoulder every time he touches the football. And he's a vertical downhill threat. And, he was obviously the OVC player of the game or OVC player of the week, rightfully so. Deserves a ton of credit. In this field house, though, we gave the offensive player of the week to our 5 offensive linemen because anytime you got a back like a Montana that goes for over 140, Brian Sneed that averages 9 yards a carry, it wasn't just one back, it was 2 backs, and that offensive line paved the way for some big time runs. But Ahmad's certainly deserving and one of the best kids in our program and leaders for us.
Coach, thank you so much for joining us on Inside the Film Room. Austin Peay takes on UT Martin on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Go Governors.
After a beatdown of Murray State on Saturday, the Racers unfortunately got some payback the following day on the soccer field, taking down our Lady Gov soccer team and adding insult to injury, ultimately ending their season and playoff hopes. In breaking news, it was announced this Tuesday that head coach Naomi Kolarova will also be resigning from her position as well. Athletic Director Gerald Harrison, however, did ensure that he is going to be on an immediate national search to find the next leader of the Austin Peay soccer program. Moving on, if our volleyball team hasn't decided on Halloween costumes, they may want to go as a pack of witches. And hear me out, yes, I know that may sound like an insult, but these women have been carrying brooms all year, gaining their 10th 3-0 sweep of the season against Belmont this past Saturday. I was able to attend the game, and I want to highlight one specific player and one key play that happened. Michaela Powell, the right side hitter, literally broke a piece off of a printer on the sideline. And I was right next to it, so better the printer than me, right? The volleyball team will be in Missouri today, taking on SEMO at 5, and with more Governor action tomorrow, the men's and women's cross-country championships in Nashville will take place, and next Thursday, November 4th, in the Dunn Arena, we will see some basketball exhibition matchups with our women taking on Freed Harmon at 5 and our men facing off against Life University at 7:30. Thank you for watching. Tune in again next week for more Governor sports news. APSU-TV News will be right back after this break.
Text or knit him a sweater. If you can't be together, you can write him a letter. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You can ask on your couch while you binge watch. However you do it, you gotta ask a friend. And if they don't share, you can ask again. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back to the news. Get ready for an eventful week here at Austin Peay. APSU is creating a sky-high event that could be a step in the flight direction. The college is partnering with Clarksville's regional airport for an open house. Organizers are seeking to give aspiring pilots the opportunity to see APSU's helicopter and learn more about the university's Uke aviation program. The open house will be held on November 6th at Austin Peay Aviation Science Education Facility, located at 220 Outlaw Field Road. The event will be held from 9 until 11 in the morning. Austin Peay is one of a few universities that offers a Bachelor of Science in Aviation with a concentration in rotor wing helicopters. People who also attend the event will get tickets to Austin Peay's Eastern Illinois football game at 2 in the afternoon the same day at Forterra Stadium. Tickets are first come, first served. To register for the event, visit the open house webpage.
Austin Peay State University will be hosting its annual Ghost event Sunday, October the 31st. This event is a long-standing university tradition that provides the community with a safe environment for kids to dress up and trick-or-treat. Different APSU organizations and clubs come together to dress up, play games, and hand out candy. Ghosts will be held at Browning Drive and will start promptly at 2 in the afternoon and will go until 5. It will be a drive-through style this year. This event is a great way to connect with APSU and the Clarksville community. Be sure to bring those kiddos out to enjoy safe activities and free candy.
You can see the fruits of a collaboration between Austin Peay theater students and professors and a famous New York theater company for free. APSU Theater Department has been working with Farm Theater, a renowned theater from New York, since February. A dozen students worked for months with professional playwright Jack Brash to develop an original work. Now they are prepared to present a stage reading of that play. This is all a part of the Farmer Theater's College Collaboration Project, works with multiple colleges each year to produce a play and prepare students with professional playwright. The play is called Our Tempest and will be free and open to the public November 5th and 6th at 7:30 in the evening at the Margaret Fort Traherne Laboratory Theater on APSU's Clarksville campus. A question and answer session will follow the performance, where the audience will get to interact with Brash and the students.
A Nightmare on Elm Street becomes a hot buy on LA Street, and hold on for some Halloween excitement coming up in today's Take a Look at This.
Navigating the real estate market can be a real nightmare. But horror movie fans could be looking at the house of their dreams because the home made famous by the Nightmare on Elm Street movie series is now up for sale in a Los Angeles neighborhood. A listing for the home, which isn't actually on Elm Street, features photos of a certain scary someone enjoying the Dutch colonial-style digs and all its features. And while the home itself is lovely, the price tag may scare you. It's listed for $3.25 million. And just to stay on spooky brand, the LA Times reports offers for the property are due by midnight on Halloween. Here's some scary spending news that may shock you. Americans are expected to spend a record $10 billion on Halloween this year. That's according to new stats from the National Retail Federation that predicts folks on average will spend $102 on Halloween-related goods like candy, pumpkins, and decorations. But most of it will be spent on, you guessed it, crazy and creepy costumes for adults, kids, and even pets. And really, can you ever have too much of animals in costumes? I say, nay. Just check out these South Dakota horses that halted the dressage to dress up for the Halloween season. The Suncatcher Therapeutic Riding Academy hosted a friendly competition where visitors could vote for their favorite festive filly or spooky stallion. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
So, the weather today, it's been raining.
It's going to rain all today and tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I already missed summer.
Me too.
I wasn't prepared.
I'm really excited for Christmas, to be honest. Even though I know that Halloween is literally Sunday.
I know, that's so exciting. But at least there's good weather for Sunday. It's going to be sunny. So it'll be a little chilly outside though. So bring a jacket when you go trick-or-treating.
Y'all got any plans? Are y'all going to attend Ghost?
I'm going to go to Christian Way Farms, I think, to pick pumpkins.
Ooh, that sounds like
I
fun.
heard the place is really cute, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna go celebrate a birthday with a friend.
That's fun.
I'm gonna dress up as Mr. Worldwide,
Ooh,
the singer. So
that's
say
a
I'll
great
have
costume.
Thank you. So, but yeah, I would say, what are y'all's plans?
Oh, I really don't have any plans. I have younger siblings. My mom's birthday is actually Saturday. So I'm babysitting Saturday. But Sunday, I think I was going to take, Memphis has this thing called Zubu, where it's like a light show, a lot of candy.
Yeah, it's like in the zoo and it's like night and everything.
I love it. So I'm taking them there.
That sounds so fun. I've never heard of that actually. Check that out.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, and I am going to be in Ghost. I'll be there 2 to 5 p.m. It'll be a lot of fun.
Well, I'll most definitely try to stop by and see our favorite weather person.
That's me.
So
I'll be dressed up.
So
how about you, Claire?
For this weekend? Work.
Yeah, I have a lot of homework to do. How about y'all?
Yes. So I've got a lot of projects, especially since we're late.
This semester went so fast.
It's by like so fast.
I can't believe it's almost December.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at APSU-TV Clarksville and Instagram at APSU_TV. Thank you for watching APSU-TV News Update. And as always, Happy Halloween!